All right, Taliba, it was something we missed in our previous segments earlier. For people about if they have not filed their 2020 tax returns. Can you tell me about that?
Yes. So the IRS sent out an email on the 8th, I think it was, because, and I think we touched on this a little bit. There are some people who are still waiting on their tax year 2020 tax return to be processed by the IRS. And if this is you, they have just released this guidance specifically so that your 2021 is not held up. So and this is especially if you change preparers, okay? When you're filling out your taxes, in order to verify yourself, like to validate your tax return, to validate you are who you say you are, most softwares will ask you for your prior year numbers, like your prior year AGI, your prior year, those things. And most people, if you're switching preparers, you're not going to the same person or you don't have access to the same software and you're still waiting on the IRS to process your tax return, your tax return may even have been rejected because the numbers don't match, because maybe the IRS disallowed something, but you don't know. It's a number of different things that here recently at the start of the tax year, folks who are still waiting on tax year 2020 tax returns to be processed are being held up. So I want to actually read this to let you know, just because it's hot off the press. If you are waiting on your 2020 tax return and you are like, yeah, but I'm about to file this 2021, this is what the IRS says you need to do. You need to enter 0 for the last year's AGI on the tax year 2021 tax return. Okay, let me say that again. If you are switching tax preparers for whatever reason, you don't have the same software, and your 2020 tax return has not been processed yet, so you don't know what your AGI is because you don't know if it's been processed or disallowed. The IRS has just issued an email on the 8th that specifically says that you can enter 0. Now, I want y'all to try this out and let me know if it works. So you're going to do 0 for your prior year AGI on this year's tax return. If you went to any sort of taxpayer assistance or low income taxpayer clinic and they prepared your tax return, instead of 0, you're putting 1. Okay, so let me go over that again. If you're using a new tax preparer, or let's say you went to a tax preparer last year, but you're going to self-prepare this year, whatever the reason may be, and you're still waiting on your tax year 2020 information to be processed, you're going to have a hang up. So the IRS has developed this workaround to allow for you to still be able to file your tax year 2021. So that is, you enter 0 for prior year's AGI, okay? And when you're doing your taxes, you'll know what that means. However, if you used any of the non-filer tools, right? So the IRS has that on their website, or say you went to any of the IRS approved clinics to have your tax return prepared, you're going to enter $1. Okay. And that should allow you to be able to e-file tax year 2021 tax return. Okay. That should clear the error and allow you to, because you don't want to have to mail it in. Remember, we talked about that earlier in this interview. Try to avoid doing any paper mailings of your tax returns to the IRS, because you'll be waiting for a while. So use those workarounds so that you can go ahead and get your 2021 tax year tax return processed.
Do you know what's happening in Birmingham? Find out now with the all-new What's Happening Birmingham app. Download today on Android, iPhone, and iPad for free. Get info on everything you need to know about local news, events, businesses, restaurants, and more. Visit our website, what'shappeningbirmingham.com, follow us on Twitter at HappeningBham, or call us at 205-538-4508. Download the What's Happening Birmingham app today. What's Happening Birmingham, your source for everything Birmingham.